irrational use of antibiotics has left too many health problems, with some users even developing resistance to the drugs. Our Coast Affairs regional reporter Francis Mtelaki engages some pharmaceutical practitioners on the implication of the use of antibiotics without prescription, and here is an excerpt from that interview.
What is the key point for the talking points for this year's conference?
Thank you, Mtelaki. The talking point for this year's conference is antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a major problem in our country now because of irrational use of antibiotics. This has led to many problems in many sections of the society, and as an association we are taking the lead to try and link with the government and link with the public to highlight the problems and challenges that are caused by antibiotic resistance. And this we are going to be discussing in the last 4 days. We have experts from within and from out. We have experts from the US, we have experts from Dubai, and we have experts from South Africa sharing insights on this issue of antibiotic resistance, because it's not only a problem here in Kenya but worldwide.
As an association, do you think Kenyans are misusing antibiotics at some point, and what could be the solution moving forward?
I can't say that they're misusing antibiotics out of their knowledge. It's out of perhaps the situation in which we are, poverty levels being high and medicines being expensive in their nature. So a lot of the community, because of lack of awareness, they would want to get quicker remedies, and sometimes it means they buy antibiotics based on the amount of money they have. Sometimes they're unable to buy the full dose, and this leads to problems. If you don't use the antibiotics the way they're supposed to be used, they lead to problems in future. Yeah, so at the moment we must say yes, it's becoming a major problem, and we want to take this opportunity to work closely with the government to highlight this problem to the communities and even health professionals. That's why we have doctors, we have clinical microbiologists attending this meeting so that we can work together and see what to do.
In terms of policies and education matters, in terms of given that there are professions who are still coming in this tech sector, do you believe in terms of policies and guidelines something needs to be done, and what could be that?
Absolutely. I think there are several gaps when it comes to the training and education of the professionals. And as an association, we have given various, memoranda to try and help, especially in the training. Right now, we find that the major leading training institutions, the curricula have not been revised for many years, meaning that they're not keeping pace with the trends that are emerging. We have emerging infections which they need to learn. We have emerging technology, as you have seen in our meeting. We also have an exhibition. You can see that the technology has really advanced, and we would like the government to embrace this newer technology to try and fight this antibacterial resistance. Yeah.
So lastly, with regard to the Big Four agenda, the government is moving forward in terms of improving the health of the Kenyans. How best can it be done in terms of the health matters, and specifically in the laboratory industry?
We believe as an association that the health agenda cannot be met effectively if diagnostic part, which is the laboratory agenda, is not addressed properly. Because without addressing diagnosis, then we will not be dealing with the health issues. You need to know what is ailing a person to give it proper curative approach. So we think that the laboratory sector must be strengthened, must be improved, must be advanced to meet the challenges that are there today.
Thank you so much, Madam Moses Were. Well, that was Madam Moses Were speaking to us with regard to this conference and what they are doing in making sure that the Big Four agenda has been achieved. This is a 4-day conference that began yesterday, but today it is the official opening, and it's going all the way until Friday. My name is Francis Mtelaki. It is back to studio.
All right, that health story by Francis Mtelaki takes us to a short commercial break here on KTN News Center. So far, you're up to date with what is making the headlines. Allow me to take a short breather, but we shall be right back with more stories.